What's going on? We're talking about Resident Alien Season 1, Episode 4, my review on this guy right here. See that guy right there? That's Little Max. And this episode starts off with something, it starts off with our resident alien, Mr. Dr. Harry Van Spiegler. Um, he's having a nightmare in which it starts off with the Cheers episode theme song. And so what's going on is he walks into the bar where everybody knows your name and all that. And it's like, he's dancing around the city, he's shaking hands, he's giving daps to people, he's giving hugs. Everybody's greeting him, hi Harry, this and that, blah blah blah. But none of that's real because the resident doctor is really the alien that killed the real Harry Van Spiegler. And it's a nightmare because he wakes up out of this dream because the a USPS postal service delivery guy delivers him his weapon that's supposed to destroy all humanity. He's becoming accustomed to humans, and he's enjoying his life in Patience, Colorado. And so he wakes up out of that nightmare. So this in this episode, we have a couple things going on. We have Max, the mayor's son, uh, and his wife, who is the teacher at the school. We have Asta, um, who has a buried secret of the daughter she gave up for adoption, which Harry Van Spiegler accidentally snitches out. Because see, what happens is she's given her daughter up for adoption, and then she's realized that she has done so when she has to take this girl home from a party, but she's too drunk. She's a 17-year-old girl at the local high school in Patience, Colorado, and she's too drunk to actually get home. So she has to take this girl home. When she gets to her home, she realizes that is the home where she gave away her daughter when she was 16 years old. So it turns out that Jay is actually the daughter of Asta, who works at I guess I'm going to call it a doctor's office in Patience, Colorado, with the resident alien Harry Van Spiegler, who is taking over the doctor's life. And you know, I guess that the real doctor, Sam, that's the murder that's going on behind all the scenes. See, the real doctor was poisoned and then tried to give himself a tracheotomy. And so he had puncture wounds. So they thought he was murdered, but the alien, Harry Van Spiegler, has determined that him giving himself the tracheotomy was only to try to relieve himself of the poison that he ingested because there was no blood on the inside of his palm. And that, there was blood on the outside of his hand, but if he hadn't killed himself, there would be blood on the inside of his palm for a defensive wound. Makes sense. So this episode unpacks a lot, in which that Max, the mayor's son, he's been told that they're going to invite the doctor, which is the alien Harry Van Spiegler, over to the house for dinner, and he decides that he's going to try to be friendly with the doctor, but that's a little plan that he's got going on because what he wants to do is he wants to make the doctor think that everything is cool. Because he's the only kid that can see this alien as for what he really is. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna be all calm and collective and act all friendly with the doctor. But that's a plan because he's got this little girlfriend at his elementary school named Sahara, a little Muslim girlfriend that he's got, and they're planning to snatch Harry's keys off his body or his coat or out of his truck, so that they can then get into Harry's house and find out all his secrets. So they do, and they end up getting him out the truck. He tried to grab him, give him a hug, and try to look for the keys on his body. Probably try to search his coat. They weren't there. They were in the truck above the visor. So He has Sahara get inside the truck, and she finds the keys. Goes to the local convenience store and has copies of Harry's keys made so they can break into Harry's house while he's out. And he goes through a lot of trouble doing that. I'm talking about he's trying to show off his science experiments, trying to keep him at the house while Sahara's getting the keys made. He's doing book reports in front of him, and they're all passing out, like trying to amuse this kid, listen to his science reports and listen to his book reports and all this stuff. They're not interested in that. Another little aspect that comes out is the girl Harry Van Spiegler has been dating the local bartender at the bar. She was also dating the mayor, which is Max's mom. The mayor. She was dating the mayor in the 5th and 10th grade, and Max's mom is disturbed by this. The local bartender, who was kind of slutty, was actually dating her husband in 5th and 10th grade. She's like, and the bartender's like, "Oh, I taught him everything you know, so you can give me a thank you." All this type of stuff. And it's causing little problems in their little family dynamic. But like I said, Harry snitches out the secret that Asta, his coworker, um, at the local doctor's office, is actually Jay's mother. And Jay works. Jay is a 17-year-old girl that Asta gave up for adoption when she was 16. And she actually works at the clinic. And it's kind of a dirty little secret because she's kind of like low key stalking this little girl, which is her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Even hide her at the doctor's office. But the secret is, she's actually her mother and she's sitting there right in her face. So, and Harry being a weird, awkward alien, he can't help but to break this secret out, and just unpack this secret in front of everybody while they're going to go visit Asta's grandmother at the hospital and give her a steroid shot in the back. So there's a lot of little quirks and upcoming episode themes. We got Asta and her daughter, Jay, that work at the doctor's office. Both of them do, with the resident alien, Harry Van Spiegler. We got the kids who broke into Harry's house to try to find his little secrets by making a little spare copy key. We have the dynamic going on between the bartender and the mayor's family. It's going to cause problems for the local mayor. It's a funny little dynamic is breaking off into the Resident Alien show. It's some weird stuff. Harry tried to play basketball with some local teams, and he was traveling all over the place, just carrying the ball, not dribbling, just traveling all over the place, shooting the ball like a girl with underhand shots like that. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. But I gotta say, Resident Alien is pretty fun. This is actually the second video I had to make about this. I don't know. I'm kind of new to YouTube, and the first video I made, I forgot to make sure the mic was on. So I'm sorry for all y'all who went to go check out my Resident Alien review, season 1, episode 4, and there was no audio. But yeah, this is a fun little series on sci-fi. I advise you check it out. But it's been great. Like and subscribe if you like my content, and I'll see you guys later.